Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to the sacred space. I hope you're doing well and I'm glad you are here. Today, we're going to jump into the predictions for next week to see what is in store for you next week. If you have not already, please go and check out your predictions for money, your specific money reading for next week. That link is going to be pinned in the comments, okay? So let's clear the space with a little Palo Santo and then get right into your reading for the predictions for next week. And if you are ready, go ahead and say, I'm ready in the comment section. Right after you give this video a thumbs up, Scorpio. So let's jump right into your predictions for next week. This is the Star Codes Astro Oracle deck. Let's see some overall energy for Scorpio for next week. Overall energy for next week for Scorpio. And let's roll the Astro dice to get a message. Okay, you got Gemini, the moon and Gemini in the first house. So it's definitely going to be a situation where you're going to be presented with an opportunity to speak about how you feel about a situation. Make sure you communicate clearly, openly, and effectively, because you may have someone who is trying to manipulate you. Okay. So you also may be joining some force, some group or something like this. You may be forming an alliance. Okay. Someone could be out there lying on you. Gemini's mutable energy. The number one is the first house, right? And you may hear something emotional about someone who is putting lies out, lies about you, okay? Or you may find out that someone has been talking trash about you out in them streets or something, and you have an alliance that you don't even know about. That's possible. The number 5 is the Hierophant, and then you have the number 1 right here again, the number 51. That equals a 6. That connects you to the Lover's card, which is connected to Gemini energy. And as sad as it may be, it could be a sibling. The Lover's card, Gemini, that is, the third house that is connected to siblings. It could be siblings out there talking trash, and then you have people that you don't even know are out there saying no, because I know Scorpio and I know that to not be true or whatever. So I really feel like there's a situation where maybe there's something with the moon. Something could be going on behind your back. It could be some chatter, some communication. With the number 1 being the card of the Magician, it's coming out twice. The Hierophant, this is why I'm saying you could be learning about something that someone is saying. Okay. But the thing is I see you staying committed. You staying in integrity. You learned to, you're learning to, speak up for yourself with confidence. This is not everybody's story, but I do see everybody speaking up and having confidence, knowing who you are. The first house, the Aries energy, the I am smart, I am knowledgeable, I am wise, with the Hierophant energy. Some of you could be saying, I am ready for a relationship. The Hierophant is, you may get proposed to, in a love situation. That's possible. Somebody may come out and say how they feel about you and they want to connect in with you. You may get that communication. Gemini energy is connected to communication. And the number 1 is the Magician, connected in with Mercury energy. Although we are talking about the first house, which would put you in the I am energy. Who are you? Okay. And so that you may be, with this conjunction, I see you aligning more, like you are following your heart with the moon, with the emotions cups. You're following your heart. You're not sitting around. You're not trying to escape anything anymore. I see you following and going after your dreams. 12th house energy, Pisces energy. You're not trying to avoid or escape anything anymore. And you're flying towards your dreams, wishes, aspiration. This is like you're jumping onto a different timeline and forming a new alliance with a new group of birds that you will flock together with. Okay. Those who respect who you are, who can empathize with you, and also that communicate effectively as well. So let's go into the Keepers of Light Oracle and see what the messages are. Okay, you have the Sacred Vision, the Miriam. And look, it's two people. It's the twins, the Lily. So the twins is also Gemini energy. That is the twins. But this is saying, choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. So this is you just being peaceful, joyful, no matter what is going on. Okay? That energy is mirroring whatever it is on the inside. It's mirroring on the outside. And it seems like things are unfolding, pretty well for you, because you're seeing things from a perspective where it's like, okay, if someone does, go and switch up on you or betray you or something like this, you are forgiving them, or you've dealt with this and you have forgiven them. But it looks like you're keeping your eye on your sacred vision. That's all you're worried about at this point. Okay. So with this alliance, it looks like you are aligning with your higher self also, and that's bringing you peace with the Peace Lily. And you have Kuan Yin, compassion. Yeah. Care and compassion. It says, choose to be love. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand to those who will not use or abuse or manipulate you. Okay. Mercury is manipulation. Let's go into the Numerology Oracle deck and see what messages you receive. What numbers might you be seeing a lot of in the week ahead? There's the 6. Wow, the Lover's card again. You're going to be seeing 6s. You got love, throat chakra, expressing how you feel with an open, loving heart. Exercising your throat chakra. The 6s are telling me there's something that is balancing out for you. Okay, but you gotta speak. You gotta speak about how you feel, or speak with love and compassion and forgive. Openly say, I forgive you, as you keep it moving, keep flying on forward, or something like that. Distance, birds, they fly from north to south and whatever, depending on the weather. So this is like you probably have been keeping your distance from somebody. They don't know what's going on in your life, but they're making things up. You may find out about it, and somebody else may be like, Scorpio's not even on that though, for real. You know what I mean? Or you may hear something about what someone has said about you, and you're like, no, that's not really even, because I haven't even talked to them. They don't even know what's going on with me. Seriously. But it's all good. It's no hate. I don't know what their energy is, but I don't hate them or anything like that. I've forgiven them for whatever they did, because it helped me to grow. Really, it gave me a new perspective. I love them to life. Even though you may have someone out there that says they hate you, that's them. You just show love to the situation because they don't really understand what they are doing. You know what I mean? And this is feeling real particular, but at the same time, you are exercising your throat chakra, like I saw with the communication with the Gemini energy. You're exercising your throat chakra. You're speaking with love. Your things are really looking up for you, I feel like, and things are balancing out for you next week. Let's get one more card from here. Some of you may be taking the time out. You're stepping into a leadership role. I see you divinely connected. There's that one again. It's like you're creating some type of new life, or you're putting yourself in a new position. You're going to be feeling grounded, and you're going to be in your heart space. You see, this is red, but I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera. This is not red. This is like a pink, like a rosy pink kind of color, like fuchsia. This is kind of like the color fuchsia right in here. I don't think the camera's picking it up. But it looks like you're expressing your individuality, speaking who you are truthfully from a soul level, showing compassion to all situations, whether they are, well, see, when you show compassion, this is something that seems like it's negative, and you got to give it love and show compassion for it. But that puts you in a leadership position. It shows how strong you are, and it shows how much you have grown. You understand? So with the number 8 plus 1, that's 9. This is you looking at something from a different perspective. This is you being taken, you being wise. That's the wounded warrior energy, the wounded healer energy, the 9th house, the number 9. 6th house this is new. Some Virgo energy, 6th house. This is about you detoxing something. So I see you letting go of something. Maybe letting go of someone, standing in your power, taking a leadership role, not letting someone manipulate you anymore with their words or in any way. Not allowing someone to pull on your heartstrings because they feel like they can. And I feel like when you pull back, that's going to piss somebody off, but you show them compassion and then you just keep flying. You will find a support group. Trust. All right. So let's go into the tarot to get some information about next week. This is the Ethereal Visions Luna Edition. Yeah, Temperance. There's definitely some healing happening. I don't think next week is going to be a boring week. 4 of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck puts me back into the 3 of Cups energy. So that's about celebration. You have the King of Swords. I see you using a lot of discernment. You're being a master strategist. This is why the week ahead is not going to be boring. I think you're going to overall love the energy of next week. Some healing is taking place. You may be laying down some burdens. Or you're just about at the end of a tough part of your journey or something like that. Something balances out. With this Temperance, with patience, I just feel like this is saying if something is tough, be patient because that's going to come to an end very soon. That situation is healing. So there's love and there's healing coming in for you. And see that 9th house, that wounded healer, the wounded warrior, that's the Sagittarius energy right here in the Temperance, which is also fire energy. So there's a situation that you're not giving that much time and energy anymore. And this is why something balances out. And in that, and you, with you standing in this power and with you putting an end to something, you end up healing some type of like maybe karmic pattern or something like that. Next week, I think it's going to be a fertile week for you. The number 6, the Lovers. It's going to be a fertile week for you. I believe the Archangel Gabriel is on the Temperance card. So that's the Archangel of fertility. You might find out that somebody in your family is pregnant with twins. With the Virgo energy of the 6th house, you may find that you can conceive. But this could be the birth of a new project. This could be the birth of a baby. Let's go into this deck right here. This is the Astro Alignment Oracle. The Astro Alignment Oracle. Let's see what the messages are. But be patient. Yeah, something is definitely coming to an end next week. You have the 12th house. That is karma, shadow, secrets, Pisces energy. But it is the 12th house, and that's the last house. Then you have the moon energy again. Instincts, subconscious, and emotions. The moon in the 12th house. And you had this moon glyph right here also. There's a lot that maybe a lot of communication with this Gemini energy. There may be a lot of talk and chatter and gossip about you behind the scenes, behind your back. I can't lie, Scorpio. That's what it's looking like. But for you, you're like, okay, I'm going to, show love to the situation. It doesn't matter to me how the next person feels. On the subconscious, like in the back of your mind, you already know instincts are telling you. Maybe your instincts are telling you it's time for you to go or to separate or to fly into a new phase. Fly into a new phase and take leadership over your life. Whatever you're doing could be too tiresome and you're like ready for something is alchemizing, something is changing. There is newness, new energy coming up. You're going to be wrapping something up in the week ahead. You're going to be putting a stop to something. There's that Virgo energy. Analytical, functional, efficient. With the analytical, functional, efficient, I feel like it's like you're putting two and two together with the instincts, the emotions, and whatever, You're doing something where you're putting two and two together. You realize that something is not working out. It's just too much. I need to take a break. There could be something that is clearing out for you, and Spirit is saying be patient because you will soon be in a leadership role. You're going to be flying in a whole new direction. So view your life from that perspective. Okay, bottom of the deck is the solar eclipse. Creation, intention, potential. Yeah, you're creating something new for yourself. That's the alchemy of the temperance, taking two different elements or something like this and merging it. I think it's like fire and water and merging it together to create something else. What they call like the philosopher's stone, finding that perfect thing with the Virgo analytical. You're finding the perfect thing that's going to put you on a new trajectory. Temperance is Jupiter energy. There's a new trajectory. And you may be finding a new position somewhere, doing something that you love. That's possible. There might be some news that you hear about. Because it's gossip and it's chatter. All up in this. Okay. So let's see what the message is. Let's see what cosmic creature has a message for you, Scorpio. If more than one comes out, we'll just take the top one because I'm going to read this in the guidebook. And let's clear this space. Let's go ahead and clear this space before we get into your final messages. Let's clear the space again with some Palo Santo. Somebody always has something to say about Scorpio, don't they? But with this energy, these people talk about everybody. They always got something to say about everybody. Because they love to gossip. But you got Gemini and Virgo energy in the number one, which is the magician, which is Mercury. And, that planet rules both of those signs. But they are mutable energies. So it's just saying that something is definitely changing. And I feel like it's changing for the better, changing in a positive way for you, putting you in the flow of, dreams being fulfilled and wishes. There's something that's happening behind the scenes that you don't see coming. I feel like it is good news. I feel like it is good energy. You don't see it coming with this creation and intention energy and the alchemy of temperance. Okay, let's get into your final card and your final messages. All right. What cosmic creature has a message for Scorpio for next week? Ooh, you got the shark. This is you being on the top. This is you taking control. This is you being on the top spot. This is you being on the top spot, Scorpio. That's what I'm seeing for you, predicting it for next week. And if you accept this, if you claim this, put a shark emoji in the comment section. Say shark. Spam the comments with shark. Give the video a thumbs up. Now let's see what the shark's message is. Right up on there, you got the fly. Yeah, whatever this is, it could be a nuisance. Okay, but this deer energy, this is you showing compassion and you taking a leadership role. Okay, by taking the high road, not stooping to someone's level. You got the shark. Shark is on page 111, New Beginnings, all day long. Okay. So the message of the shark, the keywords are power, risk taker, and motion. Okay. Let's put this up here. Go in for the kill, Scorpio. Whoa! The shark, although a powerful predator, asks you to take chances to make calculated risks. And that's that Aries energy and leadership and just you knowing who you are and taking a calculated risk, going after a dream, an aspiration, a wish. You have the perfect formula. Hell, you are the perfect formula. And that's that in setting the intention. You have so much potential coming in for you. With the solar eclipse, that's sun energy. That's something shedding some light onto something. Okay? Some light is being shedded onto what is going on behind the scenes. Opposite of the solar eclipse is the lunar eclipse. And you got all this moon energy out here. Okay? So it says, whew, the only way you will know if it will work is if you try. Don't fall prey to regrets. Instead, step into your power. And with intention, clearly state what you want. The shark cannot see well, so it relies on its gut instincts and encourages you to do the same. And some of you may wear glasses, or whoever's talking all this mess and spreading rumors, they may wear glasses also, okay? Somebody can't see very well. And it's metaphorical. They don't see that they need to just stay out of everybody's business and tend to their own self. You know what I'm saying? You could be dealing with someone who is a slick bully also with the shark energy. But anyway, it says the shark cannot see well, so it relies on its gut instincts and encourages you to do the same. With all this pent up energy, the shark implores you to release your emotions through healthy outlets, especially ones in which you are moving your body. The simple act of being in motion and tuning into your body can kickstart your plans. So use that surge of energy to ride the current to the next wave. Be the wave, Scorpio. The shark wants you to know that you don't have to wait for permission. Decide for yourself what is right, and the rest will appear. The universe is meeting you halfway next week. There's something that you are creating or intended, or that is intended for you to create. And all the potential is there. This is new Virgo energy, detox, refreshing. This could have something to do with what you eat. You may want to eat fresher, eat more salads or more fruits, or drink more water or something like that. Virgo is connected to the intestines. So you may do a detox for 3 or 4 days, or next week 6 days, or something like that. And it gives you this new fresh perspective, or maybe you are just coming out of, but I really a detox. But I feel like someone is going to go into a detox with this showing up in this next week energy. whatever this new is, maybe there's a new lifestyle period that you are going to love. It works out well for you. I'm seeing all of that, okay, Scorpio? But those are your messages. Those are the predictions for next week. That would be June the 8th to the 14th, Scorpio, 2025. All right. Thank you so much for spending this time with us. And until next time, Scorpio, we'll see you in another video. Love.